Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Yo, it's Joe, and today we're back after a little hiatus, and I'm going to present to you 5 ways on how we could get through the school year together. So I know it's the school term starting up again, and I know it's maybe have started already, but I thought I'd lend some insight on how I got through it. It's not always easy, especially when you're going into a new school system. Maybe it's a post-secondary institution, maybe it's a high school, maybe it's a middle school. It's always a little bit iffy around that area, right? It's a little bit tricky because, you know, new people, new staff, new environment. It's all new. These are not the do-all, end-all situations, right? These are not like the golden rules that'll get you through the entire thing. And these are just little things that I've noticed that helped me through my time in high school, in middle school, in my post-secondary years. These are things that I found that were helpful to me. So to start it off, find something that motivates you, right? Or else you're doing it for the sake of doing it. Do it because of something. When you add a personal aspect to something, again, it makes it personal. It makes you want to invest more into it than the standard would, right? So find something. What is it that motivates you? Is it family? Is it something for yourself that you really want this? Find something that'll, you know, latch onto it and make it a personal achievement for yourself. Number 2, turn it into a game. For me, I personally love games. So I would turn whatever the situation is into something that I could have fun with, right? Maybe it's not always fun doing it, but there's always that trial going through it. Like, okay, you got to read this chapter. Okay, I'm going to read this chapter, and after that, it should be okay. I'm going to read this chapter, and my reward would be that credit or that something that I would get in the end in exchange for doing this. So it's kind of a level pass kind of thing. It's kind of a funny way to look at it, but when you envision these things a little bit more, and you take it on yourself, you start to live in this reality. Number 3, the thing that I found also works for me is keep with people who have the same vision. Now, that's not saying to discard everybody else. It's just to say people with the same vision often go for the same things. So if you have people that are also willing to go the extra mile to get a job done, stick with them. These are people you want to keep with during the times of you pressing forward. You can have friends that you can keep company with to relax. You need to be able to figure out who will help you get the furthest, right? If you need to put some friends at the back burner just to get some things going, that's how it's gonna have to be sometimes. You gotta put some people aside to get where you wanna go, right? It happens. It's the reality of things. You gotta be willing to do so. The 4th thing I found really important was learning how to recover. So you studied, as we said before, you put yourself in that environment, you're gonna study, but you didn't do so good. And you actually failed doing that challenge. You failed that level, you failed that boss, you failed. Now the recovery time. Are we gonna sit and mope for the entire week? Are we gonna just watch our life fade away because we messed up on something? Or are we gonna learn to condition ourselves for these things? Are we gonna learn to prepare for it? Like a boxer, they condition themselves to expect that strike or that unexpected strike. Find that other thing that you gotta latch onto, find the next mission, and keep going for it. Just because you failed one doesn't mean you're out, just means that piece is over. Just keep on going with it. The last thing I believe that helped me through it was prayer. Prayer, for me, all right, you might think, what does prayer have to do with anything? For me, it was a personal thing. Prayer helps me to focus my mentality. It helps me to keep confident in what I'm doing. It gives me comfort as well. And also feel reassured that at least I got somebody watching my back. All right, so that's my 5. I know this was not an entertaining little bit or whatever, but I thought it would be useful for somebody that might need it during this time, during the transition. And again, this is not the do-all, end-all for everything. There are more things you can look into. Learn strategies, talk with people, see and work with people, and how you can get through the new school year, right? Maybe it's for a job or something else, right? But talk with people, learn, be open, right? Again, these are my own personal experiences. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Please do like, share, subscribe if you found this useful at all, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.